Happy Saturday to you from the United States, wherever you are. We want to ask you, would you like to have the power to get out of your own funk? So this is exciting because it means you can do it for yourself. You don't have to go and find something outside of you that's going to get you out of the funk. We got this question and we've been delving into it for the last 3 days now because there is so much funk going on, isn't there? How to get out of your funk and feel happy again. And we're brain trainers. Rita Wood, level 4 eutaptics, Tammy Magnuson, level 4 eutaptics. We train your brain to get out of the funk and stay out of the funk, but mostly we train you how to train your own brain. It's like if you had a dog, you'd want to train it. You have a brain, so powerful. We're going to train it today.
Yes, we are. So, you wake up, I think the biggest thing for me is, you wake up in the morning and what happens, that you come out of your sleep, you come out of your slumber, and you have seconds to capture your thoughts. You have seconds to redirect that survival part of your brain that worries, that's concerned. And not only that, but all the stories that you have with that funk, and that funk could be an ailment, that funk could be an attitude, that funk can be, it's a belief system. And we know that we can rewrite belief system. But what I like to do is when I feel like I'm in a funk is, and even before when I first started brain training, I tapped. I woke up tapping. I was sleep tapping. I was dreaming tapping. And in my dreams, it would be like, what, are you going to tap? And I was like, yes, in my dream, fighting with my own unconscious, subconscious stories in my head. And I think that brought a lot of peace, especially in the beginning. How else can I do it? How else besides take complete control and start tapping? And when I started tapping, things just calmed down, right? So now to wake up, it's not a dread. It's not dread was my word too, now that I bring it up. Dread was my word. It's like, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? Who am I going to do it with? Things that didn't even concern. So this is how I started. I just started tapping. I tapped before I went to bed. I tapped when I was in bed, just tap. And when I'm tapping, I am focusing on how hard I'm tapping. I'm focusing on where I'm tapping. I'm focusing on if I'm going to be switching tapping. I'm not focusing on the problem or the dread or the funk.
Right.
And that's quick. That's fast and easy. And if you can start doing that, you will start noticing shifts and changes in your body, in the physiology of your body that allows that executive part of your brain to now come online, because it's not about fight, flight, and freeze. And oh my God, it could come online and you can have like a moment of clarity, a moment of wisdom, a moment of serenity. And the more you do it, the more serenity you get. So this is Rita Wood, Brain Trainers. And I just want to give you guys a little bit, something to think about, something to do, and something to work on. Tammy, what is your takeaway?
Well, it's just we want your executive mind. Okay. I know there's a lot of mindset out there, but it's not training your brain. We want your executive mind, which is the front part of your brain. We want that to be online, as Rita said. And so this is the way that is most effective. That's worked for both of us. It's worked for thousands and thousands of people. And it's because when you're training your brain, you have to interrupt the pattern, just like you do a dog. You don't want them peeing in your house, so you don't let them, right? You interrupt it and you say, good puppy, when they pee outside. That's what you're going to do for yourself, all right? So we want to give you a quick example and then offer to you what we love doing best, which is our little group, which is so fun, filled with people that are wanting to have that executive mind control and be able to create from there. Because when you're in your executive mind, you can create, okay? Anything, whatever you want. All right, so it's my problem today, right? I got the funk. Okay, so Rita, I don't know. I'm just exhausted. Why get out of bed when the world is falling apart? I don't even have to go 2 feet and I hear all the bad things in the world. And I don't know, like it gives me a stomach ache. And it's just easier to just stay in bed and ignore everybody and like hole in, isolate.
Okay. So Tammy, what the thing I would ask is, what's the one thing that you notice, the first thing that you notice when you go to that story, when you're thinking that thought, where are you seeing it? Are you feeling it? Are you hearing it? How are you doing it inside your head?
Well, I'm noticing all these evil people. They're just
Okay, right
terrible.
there. So right there, interrupt that. And ready, I want you to take a deep breath and I want you to blow out and start tapping, right? And I let it go.
I let it go.
That evilness, I let it go. It's safe to let it go. It's time to let it go. I'm doing it all in my head. It's not even true. It's not happening right now at this minute. Let it go, let it go. Take a deep breath, blow it out, and go like this. The more you can do physically to get out of you that head, that gut feeling, the better off you are. And then I want you to go to a happy memory. Or maybe you visualize a beautiful sunset or a sunrise. Just really notice that warmth in the sunset or the
smell of the salts, the sounds of the waves.
Very good. Come on back, take a deep breath. So guys, you want to do that. You want to keep doing it. We want to just give you an idea of the demo. That's all it is. You do that and you keep doing that. If the problem is really big, wait for a practitioner. Do not attempt to do it unless you have the techniques, the skills, and the conscious competence of how the unconscious works. Otherwise, we wouldn't recommend that you do that. These are just to get you out of your little funk that you're in right now. These are a way that you're directing your brain to another happy, feeling happy versus feeling the funk. Definitely, Tammy, that wickedness, that what we would have you do is like, how do you know it's wicked? Are you seeing it? Are you feeling it? So that wickedness, how do you know it's wicked?
I'm hearing that they do terrible things.
Okay, let it go. That sound, that hearing.
Let it go.
And what you could do with sounds and hearing is that you could put on music and you can tap, or you can go to that voice and give it a squeaky Donald Duck voice. Like, so how do wicked Donald Duck voice people sound? Yeah, very good. Take a deep breath, blow it out. So what's that Donald Duck disco that we were thinking about the other day?
Oh my goodness, that's so hilarious.
So you would want to go to that voice again, go to that voice, Tammy, and just make it say whatever it says in Donald Duck voice. And 0, it doesn't bother me. 10, it's still really strong.
Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. So you could manipulate your brain, because your brain, you could teach your brain anything, guys. You can teach your brain how to read with your fingers, right? You could teach your brain how the alphabet in letters, like it's possible. You can teach your brain to get out of the funk and go be happy. Okay.
That's right. I'm so excited to hear your results. We want to invite you along. Be sure to smash that subscribe and like button if this is helping you out. We know it's changed our lives. A couple of tips: look up and smile while you're tapping. You're not thinking about that thing. Like Rita said, you're switching and interrupting. And you know what? You're interrupting it so that you can be happy, because you can't be both happy and funky in a funk. Okay. Maybe you can be happy and funky, but not happy and in a funk. And so if you're in a funk, if you're in sorrow, whatever it is, you are letting it go. You're getting into that happy place. And we'd love for you to join us. So we have a little QR code. It's going to make it easy for you to
Can you see it?
Join us. Not right now. We can. There it is.
Okay.
And we call it the flipping crew. Like, we're flipping some of these things. As Rita was talking about dread, I wrote it backwards. It's the word dared. Isn't that exciting? So that's an exciting flip, that as soon as you hear the word dread, if you're thinking the word dared, you got a different sensation, and you're now helping your brain give you better chemicals. All right. Great.
All right.
Like the
All right,
button,
folks,
smash
thanks
the
for being
subscribe.
here.
Love you guys.
Okay, we're off stream and we're